So for this tutorial, it's pretty simple. All I'm doing is tucking in the sleeves on my shirt, and I'm taking my t-shirt and folding it in half and placing it on the fold of my fabric, and I'm just going to cut around, adding a 1/2 inch seam allowance. So for the sleeves, I am taking that and placing it on the fold of my fabric as well, and I'm just cutting around, adding a 1/2 inch seam allowance, and I'm making sure that I'm careful at the top edge of my sleeves because it curves up there. So if it's any help to you, you can use tailor chalk or you can use a tracing wheel. So right now I'm just simply taking my pattern paper and folding it in half, and I also have a skirt that I'm using as a pattern piece, and I'm folding that in half as well and placing it on the fold of the pattern paper, and I'm just going to cut around, adding a 1/2 inch seam allowance. And you want to make sure that when you're cutting out, before you cut out your skirt, that it's pretty much the same width as the top portion of your dress, because we want to make sure that the width matches up so that one part is not bigger than the other. So you want to make sure that you have 2 bottom pieces for the skirt portion of your dress. You want a front and a back. And all I'm doing now is making adjustments with my ruler as to how I want the skirt part to be slanted. And you're just basically using that front skirt portion of your dress for the left and right side for the bottom part. And what you want to do is use this one piece as a guideline to make the back portion of your dress. We're just making sure that by using the front part that the seams are matching up from the back side as well, because due to the fact that the front part of that dress is slanted. And what I usually like to do is fold my pattern piece in half and making sure that it's even all the way around. And then you're just going to simply place that pattern piece on your fabric and cut on the fold. And you can see here that I'm using my thread as some weights to hold down the pattern paper, but if it's any help to you, you can pin down the pattern paper and just cut it out. So you're cutting out 2 pieces, so one from the left side and for the right side of the front part of your dress. And now I'm just pinning everything together. I'm putting right sides together. Same with the sleeves, I'm pinning that on the side and we're just going to sew that down. placing the right sides together for the bottom portion of the dress, and I'm just overlapping the left and right side. And what I like to do is hem the bottom before I overlap it. And now I'm just placing right sides together with the top and bottom portion of the dress, and you just want to sew along the edge where it's pinned at. Then I'm just putting right sides together with the sleeves, pinning that all around, and then we're going to sew. You want to make sure that you sew around the neckline, the arm, and of course the bottom portion of the dress. So when you're done with your dress, it should look something similar to this. I'll probably be making some adjustment to the neckline of the dress, and also I still need to sew the bottom portion of the sleeves. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, make sure to share, like, and subscribe, and give a thumbs up, and I'll see you next week for a new video. Bye.